36 years ago, 4 raw and unknown pop musicians appeared on stage at the Cavern Club in the northern England city of Liverpool. They were the Beatles, and they became the most famous and successful band in pop history. Well, tonight, Sir Paul McCartney has been back, playing on stage at a rebuilt Cavern Club.
Sir Paul came home today to the streets where it all began.
What's it like to be back?
The original Cavern Club is no more, but in the cellars of the recreated one, McCartney explained why he'd decided to return.
Basically, what better way to rock out the century? This is where it all began, and for me, this is where the century is going to end, with me playing rock and roll, which, if you remember the Beatles, before the Beatles was a fabulous little rock and roll band. That was what held us together for so long and made us so good, I think.
The Beatles last played at the Cavern Club in August 1963. 3 weeks later, their record, She Loves You, was released and Beatlemania seized Britain. Liverpool's had nearly 40 years since then to get used to the phenomenon, but tonight it seemed this was an event no one was quite prepared for. 1,000 people crammed into the narrow streets outside the club. Then just 150 free tickets were handed out to the lucky winners. You got them?
Yeah. How's it feel?
Oh, brilliant. He hasn't lost out and gone to the top and forgotten us. He's still come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, with his band, Paul McCartney.
Come in this house, stop all that yakety yak. Yeah, come in this house, stop all that yakety yak.
Outside too, 12,000 people watched the concert relayed live to a big screen in the heart of Liverpool. Most of the songs were not the old favourites, but new material.
This concert's sure to do wonders for the sales of Sir Paul's new album, but you won't find many cynics in the audience here or in this city. For Liverpool, this is proof that Sir Paul has not forgotten his roots. Madeline Holt, BBC News, at the Cavern Club.
Earlier, we were joined from outside the Cavern Club by our reporter David Silito.
Well, Liverpool has waited 36 years for this. Paul McCartney back at the place where it all started, the Cavern Club. It's not exactly the same Cavern Club, but a replica rebuilt on the same site. But still, nonetheless, he's played here, and it's just come to an end. As you can see, the huge crowds who've gathered, hopefully trying to catch a glimpse of him. One of the people who's actually been in the concert, Jean Catherall from Liverpool Beatles scene, a Beatle fan club. What did you think of it?
I just thought it was amazing, absolutely amazing. It's just rocking down there. Fabulous.
Lots of people have been looking forward to this for the last couple of weeks. We had 12,000 people standing out in the cold with screens outside.
Yeah.
This means an awful lot to Liverpool, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It means an awful lot. It's it just shows that his continuing support for this city, and to come back and do something like this, so after so many years, and he was in really good form. He was chatting in between all the songs, and he actually swore at somebody, which was a joke, but
We've seen people coming in from Tokyo to watch this, from Argentina, from America.
Yeah.
It's a worldwide phenomenon, this, isn't it?
It's your ultimate end of millennium concert, isn't it, really? The ultimate is to see a Beatle playing at the Cavern. Yeah.
Weren't you disappointed, though? Only one Beatles song, only one real song from the early days of rock and roll?
No, not really, no. I mean, obviously, he's done this show for other reasons, but you've got to remember it's a promotion for his new album, and it's a rock and roll album, which goes right back to his roots where he started all of this. So it was quite appropriate, really. And he did 20 Flight Rock, and he talked about when he first met John, and this was the song that got him into the Beatles. And he did I Saw Her Standing There. So
A good night all.
Brilliant.
Jean Catherall, thank you very much. Well, Liverpool has waited a long time for this, and you can see tonight a good deal of excitement that Paul McCartney has returned to the Cavern.
But where were George and Ringo?